Hey, it's ScouseMouse here, and welcome back to the finale of Alex Kidd. Let's go. Right, and here we are, coming to the much harder half of the game. So we'll have a little stop off at the shop, see what they've got on offer. So we've already got one of those little question mark parcels that makes you invincible for a bit. We'll have a bee capsule that I think it makes you invulnerable for one hit. And a helicopter. So we can just glide through the level. You can do the level without the helicopter, but it just makes it, this makes it way easier. Whoop. Yeah, so you got to watch out for these little bits of thunder and lightning. There we go. I think there's a couple more shops that we need to go to, or that we can go to before the end. So I'll make sure I keep collecting the money just so that we can definitely afford everything if we want it. There we go. Starts off nice and easy anyway. Eases you into the idea of these thunderclouds. It's a few tricky bits later though. Whoop. Right, we're going to let this come a bit closer to us and then we can sneak past. Whoop, there we go. Nab that little bag of money. Don't mind if I do. And you. Whoop. Right, here's coming the tricky bit. You've got loads of spinning fireballs at the same time as a cloud moving towards you. This bit. Oh. Oh, there we go. Easy does it. And then you're going to bop your head on the top of those bricks. So you can break your helicopter and fight the boss. I'm Paperhead, the first henchman of the king. I'll let you pass by if you can win 3 Janken matches. You must choose either the paper, scissors, or stone before the music stops. Yeah. So we'll have a little nosy on our notepad. I'm going to go for rock, and then we're going for scissors. Yeah. Bashed his scissors. And now we're going to go for scissors and cut his paper. Yes, have it. Get me some of that. What's it called again? Rice ball. Right, this way. You have to run right as soon as you get in the room. Go, 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 go. Or you're going to get killed by the spikes. This is one of the hardest parts of the game. Not that particular room. This whole kind of level. There we go. There's also, quite harshly, there's a few bits in this castle that you have to do before you kind of end the level. Otherwise, you ruin the game and you'll never be able to complete it, which is really harsh. Right, this is one of the trickier jumps in the game. Whoa! There we go. Always happy when I can do that first go. Whoa. Right, so you can go to the right-hand side here and get an extra life if you kind of feel like you need it and feel like you can actually kind of get in and out without killing yourself in the process and losing the life. There we go. Whoa. And we want to go to the right-hand side down here and get down this ladder. Yeah, so there's a few bits in this level that you need to do. And you can finish the level without doing everything that you need to do. And if you do finish the level without doing everything you need to do, then that's it. The game is broke. You cannot complete it, which is really harsh. There we go. So what you need to do is you need to rescue your brother, which I think he's up here. If you remember, that old guy said that our brother had been kidnapped and was at said he was at Radaxian Castle. One of them. There he is. Hello, bro. I don't know if he makes an appearance in any of the later Alex Kidds. I've never played any of the other ones. Or not for more than a couple of minutes anyway. There we go. Press a few of those buttons and we release him. Thank you, Alex. The Moonlight Stone is in the Nibbana Kingdom, so you must reach there before Janken, the Great, does. An autographed letter addressed to the Nibbana Kingdom is hidden somewhere in this castle. After finding it, take it with you. Yeah, so if you hadn't have found the your bro, hello, there you go, on your way. Now go, 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 go. You have to go straight down there. Again, another little harsh thing that old games used to do. Just spring baddies on you as soon as you walk on a screen. So if you don't press down, like the second you get on that screen, you're going to get hit by that bat and killed. Yep, so our brother tells us that we need to find a letter. Ooh, okay, steady. I always jump jump as the flames come towards you, and that way if you don't make the jump and you fall down, you're not going to get hurt. Right, so we need to go up here. Ooh, and then wiggle to the right. Oh, there we go, up here. And that is the autographed letter. Now you can complete this level without getting the autographed letter, but if you do, that's it. Game over. You can never complete the game. Brutal. Right, so I'm going to hop down into the middle, cling onto this ladder for a bit and let the flames get out the way. Down we go. Get rid of this scorpion. Right, there's a skill you need to use here that we haven't used up to this point, where if you run forward and then let go of the forward button and press down, you can kind of duck under one block gaps like this. Whoa, there we go, and then you have to press forward and do this really really slow shuffle. But yeah, it's the only way you can get past here and get that blue item down there. Now we saw one of these earlier in the game in the cave, but as far as I know it's impossible without the if you had the cane that lets you levitate, then I guess you could get it. But without that, I think it's impossible to get. Come on, there you go. That little ball allows you to mind read. So from now on, when it comes to the games of Janken, we'll be able to see what the enemy is picking as they're kind of cycling through their decisions. Come on, there we go. As it is, we've written down the kind of right answers anyway, but. Oh, we gotta run again and get quickly get across here and make a gap in those blocks so you can get through and not get squashed. Up here, and then we'll go up here to move out the way, let the flame go past, and oh, don't bump into him. And here is our another boss. Now we have to fight all of the henchmen again for a second time. So let's go. Stonehead. Once again. This time there's going to be a little twist after each time you fight them though. So for Stone Man the second time, you're going to do paper twice. Throwing their heads at you, I think it is. Well, it looks like that's the way it's meant to be. Okay, take this! Yep, it is their head. So this guy's pretty easy. You got to hit each of them 3 times. Each of the kind of henchmen, when they throw their head at you, you've got to hit it. Oh, that was close. Got to hit it 3 times. And when you do hit it, or at least for the first 2, when you do hit it, the head freezes. So it kind of gives you a chance to kind of charge at them, punch it, and then run away. The last guy doesn't freeze, so he's a real pain. Alright, so we'll go up here and check out the shop. Hey, we've got the 2 little capsules, but we will have an extra life. Thank you, sir. And this is the shortest level in the whole game. You're going to be straight onto the boss again. Alright, Scissors Head. Yeah, we know the drill, buddy. Let's go. So, this time we're going to do rock and rock. As you can see, now that we've got that kind of mind-reading ball, we can see what he's going to do. Oh, unlucky, bro. Well, it looks like that's the way it's meant to be. Okay, take this. So each of these is different. See the little blue thing he's thrown at me? That. So what we want to do is move a little bit closer so that we can get his head as it swings downward. Whoa! Oh, that was close. Got him in midair there. Wallop! Don't get hit by the little blue thing at the end though. That's 2 down. Oh, now we've got to do another helicopter level, but we've broken the code of the platformer by going from right to left. Ooh. Again, just watch out for those weird things. And make sure that you obviously don't bash your propeller blade onto any other red circles or you're screwed. This level is impossible to do, obviously. As it's quite clear to see, is impossible to do without the helicopter. So you cannot crash. There we go, and easy does it. Is this it? I think it is. Yes. Oh no, it's not. This is the Nibbana Kingdom. Remember we got the autograph? Oh, Alex, I'm terribly sorry, but I was just robbed of the Moonlight Stone. The crown is in Lake Deep. You'd better take this stone slab with you. That little purple slab. Now, if you hadn't have got the autographed letter, he'd just send a ghost after you, and that's it. Game over. Like, you can spend all day dodging the dodging the ghost if you want, but right. The only thing we haven't got is the bike. We've got everything else, and you're only allowed one of each item. So let's go. Right, just make sure you jump over the bigger gaps. You can. Whoa. You can just ride over the smaller ones. There we go. End of the level already. And I think this is an end extra life. Yay! How many have we got now then? 6 lives. And all the items, baby. Smashing it. And now, who are you? It's Paperhead. What are we doing for him? We are doing stone and then scissors. Really harsh if you just happen to kind of complete that castle and not realize. Wallop! Now this is by far the hardest of the 3 heads that we're going to have to fight, because this guy, he's got a really weird pattern and he doesn't. Oh, there we go. So you want to wait here and hear that little sound effect. That's us hitting him. No! You got to wait at the end so that you're kind of within punching distance of when he falls down. Wallop! I didn't know that it remembered how many times you'd hit him. So we only had to hit him an extra 1 there. Boom. Yeah, you want to wait right at the end so he's kind of... Ooh, it's the final castle! And jump across there if you want the monies. There's no more shops anyway, so we don't need the money, to be honest. It's only for points. Right, this is where it gets tough. This floor is going to fall away. Whoa, when we stand in the middle of it, so you just have to be careful that you're not going to land on the flame when the floor disappears. All of this is pretty smooth sailing. There's a bit in a minute that is just absolutely brutal. You'll see it when we get to it. The number of times I've you can go through, we're just going to go straight across here, save that ladder for later. Yeah, the number of times I've got to the bit that I'm talking about with full lives, gone through the whole game, not dying once, and then game over in the space of about a minute. It's brutal. So we're going to go down this way, hop over the flame. Alright, let him come back towards us. Boing! No, you gotta run, and get... Oh! Get out of there before you get flooded. Kill Froggy. Over the spikes. Alright, let's deal with this little scorpion. Oh, it's building the I know what's coming here. This could be right, it's make or break to the whole game. How that little section goes. Ooh. There we go. There's a few tricky jumps around here actually. So we got to get across here. Whoop, there we go. That went okay. This is a tricky bit. Oh no. It's alright. Oh, it's the... I keep kind of correcting myself when... There we go. Oof. Oh, that was close. Closer than I would like. There we go. I'm gonna... Oh, get up here, son. Can't even do a simple jump now. There we go. Alright, through there. There, and Bob's your uncle. Whew. Right, you can go across to the right and collect that money if you're that way inclined. It's not worth it. Right. Now this is gonna collapse when you step on it. Whoop! I don't think the I don't think there's anything good in that question mark box, and the fear is that if there's a ghost in it, then we're screwed, because I don't think we'll be able to kind of get off the screen before he can get us, so I'm just going to leave it. This is a really hard part coming up now, so we're going to use the power ring, because that makes it a little bit easier. Right, I'll explain as quick as I can as we go up the ladder. So we got to get that fish box, hit it twice, and that makes the wall disappear to the right hand side. You have got such a small amount of time. If you do that with your fist, then obviously you have to be stood right next to it, and it just makes it even harder. You've got even less time to kind of get through. There we go. This is the power fist, by the way. Oh, we haven't used this, I don't think, in the game yet. But yeah, here it is. We're going to have to do the same again. Whoa! Yep, do the same again with that little fish to open up the wall. And do the same again? Oh, we have to step on it, maybe. No? Oh, there we go. You do have to shoot it. Right. Now, there's two ways we can do this. You can... Whoa! You can use the magical cane to skip out what is a horrific part of the game, if you were so inclined. I'll do a little trick and I'll show you both ways. So if you don't have this magical cane that lets you kind of levitate, if you don't have that cane, you're going to be forced to go down here and do it the very hard way. Incredibly hard. The way... Oh, it's so brutal. Right, so this is nice and easy-ish. Easy peasy. And then there's this room. Yeah, so you got to go through those spikes and get to that ladder. And you know that you got to kind of gradually float upwards as you're just naturally you float upwards. So you have to tap down to kind of keep yourself level. So yeah, it's kind of like the underwater level in the Turtles game on the NES, except the gap between the spikes is or between the seaweed in the case of the Turtles, is way smaller, and unlike the Turtles game, this is one-touch kills. But once we've done this method, I'll show you the way that's a million times easier than this. Oh! Can't even stay on the screen now. Oh, there we go, we're through! And... oh, wow, yes! That's how you do it. Boom. So now we got that out the way. It's all plain sailing, I think, if I remember rightly. So we just get over those flames. Through the blocks. Oh! You gotta move really quick there so you don't get squashed by the walls. Up the ladder. Over to the left-hand side. And I will show you. Oh! I think this is where the two rooms meet. If we go down here. Yep. So I'll show you now. Just bosh these little guys. I will show you the alternative way of doing it. Alright, so here we are before we jump down into the water with all where the spikes are. So if you manage to make it to this stage of the game and still keep this magic cane, which I strongly recommend you do, then you can just levitate up to the ladder and skip out the spikes. And there you go. You've just skipped out what is by an absolute mile the hardest part of the game. So if you do get totally stuck, you know, if you're just totally stuck and can't do that spike bit at all, then just make sure you get to this stage with the magic cane and you'll be fine. Now I'm going to use the box here because this is just ridiculous. This little box that makes you invincible for a bit. I'm going to use that and just barge through here because that is just mental. It's far too much stuff going on to be able to get past there safely. There we go, down here. Oh, can we jump down, kill the scorpion, and on our way. Hey, what's this? It's lucky that you have managed to come this far. However, I'll put an end to that. Let's Janken for 3 matches, and if you lose, I'll turn you into a stone. You must choose either the paper, scissors, or stone before the music stops. Janken's got good moves, hasn't he? Right, so for this guy, we're just doing paper and then paper. Ah! He wrapped up his rock. Again, now that we've got the kind of mind reader thing, we can see what he'd be doing anyway. Ah! Have it! Well, it looks like that's the way it's meant to be. Take this! Now we've got to fight him. There's a trick to this, though. Oh! That is not the trick. The trick is to go and stand right next to him, which we're going to do now. If you stand right next to him here, you see his blue little shots. Can't hurt you at all. He is totally defenseless. So now all we have to do is wait for the little blue shots to move out the way. Jump and punch him in the chops. And there's nothing he can do about it. How many hits does this guy take? There we go. Ah, you're the one who got turned to stone, punk. I think that's the sun medallion that they were talking about. Thank you, Alex. Your mother is well and in good hands. Please save the Radaxian people with your most powerful weapon, the crown. On we go. This is just a... there's not much more left of the game now. It's just the cherry on the cake. Oh, just finishing things off. Whoa! Don't want to die at this stage, though. Here we go. Put the little 2 emblems in the doors that we can get in. And here is another really silly puzzle that 1 wrong move and you're dead. So you've got to stand on these 5 symbols in a very specific order. If you get one thing out of sequence, a ghost appears and that's it, you're dead. Game over. Brutal. So I'll tell you the correct sequence is the sun, which is this one in the middle, then waves, then the moon, then the star. Obviously you've got to be really careful not to accidentally press the wrong one. Then the sun, then the moon, then the waves, then the fish. Oh! Then the star, then the fish, and again you've still now got to be careful that you don't accidentally press one of the other buttons, because it still sets off the kind of the alarm. Right, and here we go. We just got to get over these last sets of spikes, and that's it. Oh, thought I wasn't going to do it there. If you can manage to get through those other spikes in the kind of previous level and keep hold of your like magic cane that lets you levitate, then obviously getting across this final bit is super easy. But there is the crown! Yeah! And that is the end of Alex Kidd. The heroic action taken by Alex Kidd resulted in the downfall of Janken the Great and a return of peace and tranquility to Radaxian. In a dazzling coronation, Eagle, his elder brother, became the king of Radaxian. The citizens who were turned into stone reverted back to human beings through the power of the crown. Alex was overjoyed that he was able to use his martial arts skills for the good of the citizens. Some doubt still lingers in his mind as to whether or not all of the sinister enemy forces were actually destroyed. Added to this fear is the uneasiness he feels because of the fact that the whereabouts of his father, King Sander, is still unknown. The end. That was a bit of a cliffhanger, wasn't it? Bit of a long outro. Yay! And that is the end of Alex the Kid, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a like if you did. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more classic games like this. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Okay, all kinds of clipping there.